Time now for your forewarned weather.
Good Monday morning, Utah. Compared to yesterday, it's a little bit calmer out there this morning as our storm system is pulling away. And on the forewarned radar, not too much happening, but in the high country, there are still at least a few flurries flying. So if you're traveling up and down our canyons, you might want to factor in some extra time just in case. But when it comes to our snow totals that we've seen over the last 48 hours, pretty healthy for some of our resorts. Snowbird coming in just shy of 2 feet, Alta just shy of 20 inches, Solitude close to a foot, Bryant Head 10 inches, and Snow Basin over half a foot. Moving back in the right direction. You absolutely love to see it. Fresh powder to enjoy as we go through today. Here's the current view from Park City Mountain, where there have been the occasional flurries that are still flying, but a really pretty view nonetheless, as you saw one flurry right there with fresh snow up on the mountain. Temperatures out there this morning, rather chilly. You would expect that for this time of year, but it actually feels like it's supposed to. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s, while St. George here, one of the warmer spots at 43. Here's the current view in Cedar City, where out there this morning we have calm skies, even though we do have mostly cloudy skies still above down in Cedar City. Then as you make your way down to the southwest a little bit more into Washington County, while St. George is not all that windy, we do have windy conditions kind of surrounding St. George. And earlier this morning, we were telling you about a high wind warning throughout lower Washington County. That has been replaced with a wind advisory, which means the winds aren't expected to be as strong, but still going to be quite breezy through the first half of the day, as this wind advisory will continue through 11 o'clock with the occasional wind gust upwards of 55 miles per hour with those winds directly out of the north. So if you're traveling on those east to west routes in those high profile vehicles, both hands on the wheel due to those strong crosswinds. Today, our daytime highs will be below our seasonal averages across the board. In northern Utah, we'll mainly see 30s and 40s with 40s and 50s down south, as we'll continue to see gradually clearing skies as we go throughout the day. We'll get to 37 in Park City, while we'll see a daytime high of 44 in Ogden, while most along the Wasatch Front low to mid 40s. In central Utah, mainly 30s and 40s here, but Castledale and Green River and Vernal will be a couple of the warmer spots by getting into the 50s. Then down in southern Utah, mainly 40s and 50s here as we get to 56 in Kanab and Lake Powell, 44 in Monticello, and a daytime high of 56 degrees in Hanksville. For those of you in southern Utah, you'll likely see a little bit more sunshine compared to areas up north, but as you'll see here as we go through the futurecast today, those clouds gradually dissipate, and with those winds out of the north, going to be a cool day across the state. High pressure is currently in the process of building in, and that's going to be the main controlling feature on our weather for our Tuesday and for our Wednesday. And with that high pressure slowly moving down to the southeast, a little bit more of a southerly flow will allow our temperatures to warm up a little bit for the middle of the week. Temperatures by Wednesday should be pretty close to where they should be for this time of year. But with that high pressure moving out of the way, that opens up the door to our next system that's set to move in actually as we go from our Thanksgiving into our Black Friday. At this particular point, it looks like that chance of wet weather will start to increase across the northern 2/3 of the state once we get from the second half of the day on Thanksgiving into the first half of the day on Black Friday before that system begins to clear, and that will leave us with some pretty chilly temperatures going into this upcoming weekend. But when we put it all together on your Thanksgiving forecast, here's what it looks like along the Wasatch Front, where on Wednesday we'll have partly cloudy skies, and that chance for wet weather will be increasing from late Thursday into Black Friday, and we'll likely see times of maybe a rain and snow mix, with Friday only seeing a daytime high of 40 degrees. We'll continue to fine-tune that forecast as we get a little bit closer, though. In St. George, we'll go from the middle 50s today to the low 60s for our Tuesday and Wednesday, and with that front moving in between Thanksgiving on Friday, daytime highs will drop into the low 50s by this upcoming weekend, with overnight lows potentially dropping below freezing in St. George. Then along the Wasatch Front, low to mid 40s the next couple of days, near 50 on Wednesday. Then that next system moves in to bring us that chance of wet weather Thanksgiving into Black Friday, with daytime high on Saturday that might not even get out of the 30s at 39 degrees and dropping to the low 20s both Friday night and Saturday night.